Here's another foot that you don't see too often. This is called an over-edging or an over-casting foot. Again, it's the same size there or thereabouts as the normal zigzag foot. We just look at this foot up close. It has these wires here and it has this guide here. Okay. Now, some of you will have seen an overlocker, often on garments. You see here, yeah, on this garment here you can see that I have, my garment here has been overlocked, and that's where you have like a zigzag at the edge of your fabric, and that stops it from fraying. Often you would use a machine called an overlocker, which handles, you know, something like this, which is quite stretchy. Handles more difficult fabric. But if you didn't have an overlocker, because it's yet another expense in your sewing you might not want to go to, you can buy a foot called an over-edging or over-casting foot. And what this would do is you will find on your machine that you would have stitches that looked very like that stitch I've just shown you on my cuff, and you would, the edge of your fabric, so this is the nasty edge of my fabric, would run down this guide, okay? And your stitching here would be like a zigzag that would go over. If it was a normal zigzag and it didn't have those prongs here, it would squash up into almost like into an inconceivable little ball of thread that would be along here. But what these prongs do is they stretch out that zigzag and hold it in place as the next stitch is formed, and then the next stitch, and then the next stitch, and then the next stitch. So you get a really nice edge effect, a zigzag edge effect on your fabric that will stop your fabric fraying and just present a really nice, even, uniform finish to whatever you're doing. So nice foot to use. You don't use it very often, but gives a really nice professional finish, and that's the overcasting or over-edging foot.